Good day for strolling around the waterfront here in Seattle and get you ready for Mariner baseball. Quick turnaround from last night's game. The Mariners victorious last night, 5-2 with a big 8th inning, 4 runs in that frame. We welcome you to Mariner baseball here in Root Sports. T-Mobile Park the site. I'm Dave Sims with Mike Flowers and Root Sports crew, and we are ready for action. Let's take a look at the O's lineup that will face Yusei Kikuchi.
For Baltimore manager Brandon Hyde, leading things off will be Cedric Mullins. What a year he's had, 322 overall this year. Also has 5 home runs. Trey Mancini will be the DH. He leads the club with 22 RBIs. Pat Maleka came into the game late last night. He will get the start and hit 7th. Ramon Urias will get his first start of the series. For Yusei Kikuchi, coming off of one of his best outings in his career. 5 starts overall this year, 1-1 record, a 4.4 ERA. And in 30 2/3, 11 walks, 27 strikeouts for Yusei. And the defense playing behind him. Sam Haggerty will get the start in left field. Mitch Haniger will be in right. Crawford and Moore playing in the middle of the diamond. And Tom Murphy will do the catching. For Yusei, there's the cutter at 40%. 4-seam fastball, right around 95 miles an hour at 33%. Then the slider and occasional changeup.
StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. And here we go. Kikuchi first pitch. And first pitch is brought to you by First Tech Federal Credit Union. Pop-up. Murph taking a look. He's got room. It's coming back to him. That's a big first out. Today's SAP broadcast is brought to you by the Laborers Union, 47,000 strong in the Northwest.
For Yusei, his average fastball this year, 95 miles an hour. We mentioned the cutter, and he really threw it a lot in his last time, almost 50% of the time. That'll be right around 91. And a slider, curveball, occasional changeup.
I say that was a big out because Mullins is 10th in the league in batting. And 1 behind Xander Bogaerts with 38 hits. There's Austin Hayes. Home plate umpire Tim Timmons. Carlos Torres at first, Alfonso Marquez at second, and Lance Barrett at third. Seager plays the hop just right. Strong throw, 2 down. How about Kikuchi in the last outing, taking a no-no deep into the ball game? He had 7 Ks.
You see the slider and the cutter usage in that last outing. Ended up with 7 strikeouts against Houston. Really good hitting ball club. Excellent command overall.
So the question is, we're not looking for maybe another no-hit carry into the 7th. But in terms of staying consistent, what are you looking for?
Well, I'm going to see, one, if he's going to throw the cutter as much as he did in his last outing. It's almost 50% of the pitches that he'd thrown. And also, will he still use it? Again, 7 right-handed batters in the lineup for Baltimore. Against Houston, he was starting it off the plate and running it back to the outside corner. So they were basically giving up on it. He was getting a lot of strikes called on that pitch. We'll see if he continues to do that and how much he wants to use his fastball at the top of the zone at 95 miles an hour.
Here's Mancini. DHing.
It's such good command. There was so much weak contact, a lot of easy outs like we've already seen here. A pop-up, a routine ground ball to Kyle over at third.
Second start for Kikuchi against the O's. June 23rd, 2019. 3 earned runs, 6 innings, 13-3 win. Mancini's 1 for 2, and that 1 was a home run.
And that last pitch was called a ball, and it was a strike at the bottom of the zone.
As we mentioned, brilliant sunshine. When I got here to the ballpark, the clouds have taken over. Breeze still coming in pretty firmly, coming in off the left field foul pole off of Elliott Bay. A 4-pitch walk to Mancini. Brings up Pedro Severino. He's 0 for 3 against Kikuchi with a couple of strikeouts. Chopper. Easy play for Kikuchi. Terrific start. Really well done. And the Mariners will swing the bats when we get back, led off by Mitch Haniger. With a 17-14 record, 2 games behind the first-place Oakland Athletics in the West. Here's a look at the lineup that will face John Means.
Our starting lineup brought to you by Michael's Toyota of Bellevue. Ty France will be the DH. He is hitting second. Kyle Lewis, big home run last night, a 3-run home run in the 8th. See what his numbers are overall. 6-game hitting streak for Kyle. Evan White will hit 6th in the lineup, and J.P. Crawford rounds out the 9. John Means has been one of the best pitchers, 3rd in the American League in ERA. There it is, a 1.70, 3-0 record overall. And in 37 innings, he has 38 strikeouts, just 10 walks. And the defense, Austin Hayes, seen him out in right field. He'll be in left field today. DJ Stewart getting the start in right. Urias and Valleca playing in the middle of the diamond, and Pedro Severino will do the catching. Overall, for Means, throws his fastball around 93 miles an hour, 50% of the time. Changeup has been a good pitch for him. Opponents hitting 125, 29%. And again, the curveball is 13%.
First pitch strike to Mitch Haniger. And he's 4 for 18 on the homestand. Shift on, 3 defenders left side. Another strike. John Means, 6'3", 235 out of Olafley, Kansas. And down goes Haniger.
This is average fastball right there at 93 miles an hour. Get ahead with some off-speed pitches and then throws a fastball 93 miles an hour, elevated a little bit, probably just off the inside corner.
So Means off to a good start. He's got a Seattle connection. His wife, Caroline Stanley, one-time goalie for the Seattle Reign, backing up Hope Solo. Here's Ty France, on 1 back. They go off of Severino. When we saw Severino when they were in Baltimore, remember he kept getting hit. Must have been hit 3-4 times in about a game-and-a-half span.
Didn't seem to shake him up at all.
Tough kid. Most of these catchers, you reach this level, you learn how to deal with it. You don't like it. Part of the trade.
It's funny that you say that because I had to chuckle a little bit last night. I was listening to Scott Service on the postgame show, and somebody asked him about Terens when he was hit on that foul ball on his hand or his wrist. He just laughed. He goes, "It's part of catching."
Next question.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah, and 0-2.
Barely getting a piece of the curveball. Scott, of course, a catcher in his own right, so not much sympathy there, though.
Part of the club.
That's exactly right.
Means 26 years old. Boy, he was a 5'4" high school freshman. His father was anticipating a growth spurt. Man, did it happen.
And right now, early on, it looks like he has his good stuff and pretty good command. He's right around the edges of the plate. We haven't seen anything in the middle of the plate.
Ty 0 for his last 20, looking for some kind of bust out, anything. Inside 2-2. Yeah, with the growth spurt, finished up strong in high school, earned a scholarship to be a West Virginia Mountaineer.
A couple looks back from you saying now for Means, he thought that last pitch was a strike, 94 miles an hour with a fastball.
One out, nobody on. And a payoff pitch coming here to Ty France. Struck him out, holding on to the foul. Tip is Severino, 2 down.
right back with a fastball again. So back-to-back fastballs. That one elevated at 93 miles an hour on the outer half. Big delivery, Supermo, just a late swing from Ty.
So Ty 0 for his last 21, and whatever your longest streak was.
I believe it was 19.
That's substantial.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not a lot of fun. I can tell you that.
That's a given. What was your mindset day in and day out getting up every day? First of all, you're glad to get up. All right, fine, we'll start there. But now you know and you're scuffling big time.
Yeah, I think that, it's more difficult after the games because you're just trying to figure things out and you're watching the video and all that. The next day, these guys, the way that they're built, they're optimistic when they're coming to the ballpark that today is going to be the day that they're going to get out of it, and hopefully that will be the case for Ty.
Easy inning for John Means. We're home. A brown-eyed, handsome man. Thank you, Chuck Berry and John Fogerty. Michael Franco to lead things off with the O's in the second inning, followed by Ryan Mountcastle and Pat Valaika, 5, 6, and 7. It's Yusei Kikuchi.
Terrific first inning for him, just 9 pitches. He's 4 batters, 3 first pitch strikes. We're off to a good start.
Well, a theme we keep hearing, and that's it's they've been pounding, stay aggressive, stay aggressive. Man, he is on a nice roll. JP just missed it, just out of his reach, base hit.
And he ends up jamming him. Franco being aggressive, McDelivery, Supermo. Here's the cutter at 90 miles an hour, probably just off the inside corner, and jams him. Soft little line drive out in the left field, just out of the reach of Crawford.
There's Ryan Mountcastle. 1 for 4. Infield hit 8th inning last night. First pitch strike.
Take a look at the splits against left-handers. He hasn't given up anything at all. Major League average on the righties, but the lefties is dominant performance. How about the ground ball rate at almost 60%? That is getting it done. That's why the Baltimore Orioles only have 2 lefties in the lineup today.
JP gets that part of the equation. Well done, JP. Major League best, 98 assists. The Gold Glove shortstop. That's a great play.
You can see why with the range that he showed going to his right. Good backhanded play.
Again, I salute his accuracy, throwing on the angles and drive. If he has to drop down, if he has to go sidearm, it's a lot on it. Very accurate.
It's a strong throwing arm.
Oh, he has to. To throw from the angles he does, better have a good one. 1 out, 1 on. Here's Pat Valaika, second baseman. Valaika, longtime Colorado Rocky, entered the game pinch runner in the 8th inning, stayed on and played third base. Delivered a base hit to right in the 9th. Montero got the win last night. 3-1. Mariners right now, second place in the West, 2 games behind Oakland. Oakland at 19 and 12. Houston behind the Mariners at 15 and 14, 3 back. Astros will hear it again at Yankee Stadium tonight. Flair just goes foul. There's a break. Mountcastle was going to score on that. He was in high gear. Mariners have a day off tomorrow. Tomorrow's May 6th. Baseball fans know that date. Willie Mays' birthday. He'll be 90 tomorrow. 90 for the Say Hey Kid. Deepest, warmest appreciation to Mr. Mays. Kikuchi, love a double play right here. He's got Seager, Crawford, Moore, and White in the infield. Scott Service was funny in his media session. Give the guys a lot of credit. Quick turnaround. 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Quick turnaround. And I made a note in my scorecard. At 10:29, Perry Hill and the infield out is doing all their work. And I still haven't had a cup of coffee because on a audio scale of 10, Van Halen's Panama was about a 22. And then they played Kiss's Detroit and Rock City, and that's how they woke themselves up after the short turnaround. Man, that was loud.
I had a chuckle as I was driving in. I was listening to the radio, and Shannon was on there, and that's what she was talking about. She had to go out into the hallway, do her radio hit.
It was loud.
Hey, get them cranked up. Get it going, boys.
And like I said, I still haven't had my coffee, so it did the trick for me. I mean, bouncing off the walls here, ready to go. 2-2 pitch. It's through Murph, and that is a strike called by Tim Timmons. Get here of the late. Tim Timmons. So strikeout, wild pitch. Brandon Hyde didn't like that call.
He thought he checked his swing. Tim Timmons called it a strike right away. You can see it. He didn't like it.
2 down, runner at second.
First strikeout for Yusei.
DJ Stewart did the final out last night on a 1-2 pitch, striking out. Robert Duggar got him. Infield pulls around to the right for him. Stewart went 0 for 3 with a couple of walks last night. Jen's report on Marco Gonzalez. Totally get that. Want to make sure that Gonzalez is 100%. He doesn't want to make another trip to the IL. Didn't get that one, did he?
No, he's missed a couple of them for you. That was a good fastball. 97 on the outside corner. It was called a ball. Missed a couple of them for both pitchers.
1-1. Oh, he hit him where they ain't. JP stops it. There's a throw home. Runner goes to second on the throw. Orioles have a 1-0 lead.
And a rare base hit for a left-hander off of Yusei. Beats the defense. Crawford's going to go into that slide, trying to have a chance to throw him out at the plate.
Taking second on the throw is Stewart.
Yeah, that's just a late swing on a fastball. It worked out for him.
Two outs, a run in, runner at second. Ramon Urias, the shortstop.
Yeah, that's the good heater today. It's topped out at 97 so far. That last one at 96. Defense is straight up.
So the count 1-1 to Urias. Cedric Mullins on deck. Kikuchi can't put him away. Orioles next to last in runs per game in the American League. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Fouled off.
Yeah, these are the situations where they've really struggled trying to hit with runners in scoring position. Overall batting average, they're not bad at all. In fact, they're 9th, but they're 14th, as you mentioned, Dave, in runs scored.
Yep. 29th in the major leagues, runners in scoring position. Brandon Hyde, they're skipping. Batting averages are down all over.
They haven't hit a lot this year, and not much power either. Slugging 13th, OPS 13th.
Did he go? Checked down at Carlos Torres. He said no. Ninth minute in the order. You want to get him. Get that run from scoring. Different inning, 9 pitches in the first inning. 2-2. That's a bullet. Stewart, here's a throw to the plate, got a chance. Nope, throw down to second. Got him. So the Orioles plate another as we go to the bottom of the second inning. That's the Sheffield and the Mariners welcome reigning Cy Young Award winner Shane Bieber and Cleveland in town for a 4-game set beginning of Neon Cap Night on Thursday, May 13th, and running through Sunday, the 16th. Get your seats for the full series at Mariners.com. There's Kyle Lewis. Big home run. After Seager put the Mariners in front with a sac fly, 2-1, a 3-run shot. Gave the Mariners a 5-1 lead. O's would tack on a run in the 9th, and Mariners win 5-2. Three home runs, 5 RBIs for Kyle. Means is off to a wonderful start. Got a 1.70 ERA. Lowest for an Orioles starter through 6 starts with Jim Palmer. Line drive, third base. Front goes, got it, 1 down.
Mentioned his curveball, and he hasn't given up a hit. And every now and then you have to catch some luck too, and I think Means does right here. That's the curveball. Now squares it up, but it's right at the third baseman, so some bad luck for Lewis.
He's got a 1.70 ERA. Lowest since JP with Jim Palmer had a 1.13 in 1997. That is prime company. Here's the Murph.
First pitch strikes. That's a big key. Almost 70% for him. Opponent's batting average 163. Base percentage. He's just been terrific. Again, third in ERA.
3 defenders left side for Tom. Popped it up. Got a play. Fifth straight start for Means against an AL West opponent. He only had 5 games against the AL West in 2019.
He's not afraid to pitch inside. He's missed inside with a fastball a number of times already, so he's showing that. Opens up the outer half for his breaking ball and his changeup.
Good to go, Carlos Torres.
Showed his first pitch strike percentage on the year at 69%. It's a perfect 5 for 5 so far this afternoon.
Two and 2 here to Tom Murphy. And he active fields that. Count stays 2 and 2. Evan White's on deck. Murphy in his last 2 games, May 1 and May 3, homered in both. 2-2 pitch. Count runs full. Means last year, as you look at Evan, Beans last year 2-4, ERA of 4.53. 3-2 to Tom. This is playable. Shortstop, Urias. Two away. And that'll bring up Evan White. Gold Glove first baseman last year. Got here to the bigs, quickly jumping from Double-A. First round pick, 17th overall back in 2017. Big swing and a miss. Infield straight up for him. 0-2 from Means. Whew, that one got Severino's hand, shaking it off. Means has won his last 2 ball games against the A's. Just inside.
Started with a curveball, back with the changeup to get ahead. Mentioned that he's thrown the fastball inside, and he has a good fastball today. We've seen 94 a number of times, and typically they go right back away again with the changeup or the breaking ball.
Strike 3 called. 1, 2, 3 go. The Mariners in the second. O's lead at 2-0. Beating the pressure and focus in on Mr. Kikuchi.
We talked a lot about his cutter and his usage in his last outing against Houston. There it is, 48.4%. That's the most he's ever used it. And a couple other innings where he's been close. Now the A's on there a couple times. Houston again at the bottom of that list.
Mullins, bunt. Murphy on top of it. And just got him. Nice play by Murphy. A rare bunt for a base hit attempt.
This is where it helps to have a left-handed first baseman. You see the bunt. Murphy's going to get out in pretty good shape to get it. But then Evan White at first base gives him a target inside. So he has plenty of room. Throw's going to be a little bit wide, but with left-handed, no problem at all. And you get him by about a half a step. Well done all the way around.
Keeping Mullins off the base path's important. He's fouled out to Murphy, and Murphy's throwing him out on the bunt attempt. 1 out here in the third. Second time through here. Austin Hayes, he grounded out to Seager. First time up. Mariners will take off and head down to Texas again. Foul ball. They get the Rangers for 3. I'll have a day off Monday. Go to L.A., play the Dodgers for 2. Then come home for Cleveland 4, Detroit 3. And a lot of arms in trouble early going here, Mike. Dodgers with May the other day. They've got Gonsolin and Price already on the list.
Well, it's one of the reasons why the Mariners want to go with a 6-man rotation to try to help those guys out a little bit.
Gucci slowed it up a little bit. Dylan Moore. Middleton, bicep problem. He had to leave last night's game. And it's only May 5th.
Yep.
It's short season for a lot of guys in the bigs, and then minor league guys. Well, you almost hold your breath every day.
A lot of them didn't even play last year.
Yeah,
they worked out and stuff, but it's totally different.
Absolutely. That's exactly right. There's Mancini. Walked on 4 pitches. Quick 2 outs here in the third. Trey. That's a good pitch. Kikuchi gets ahead 1-2. Noticing any change body language, demeanor with Kikuchi as we move along here with his time here with the Mariners?
I just think he's comfortable. I think he's comfortable with everything. I think he's comfortable pitching in the big leagues and just used to everything, knows what to expect. He's kind of gone back to his old delivery. I think he's comfortable with that.
A little more hesitation?
Yeah, a little bit. I think he's starting to understand that he can be aggressive and go after a lot of these big league hitters. It's been a plus. It's been fun to watch him. Mentioned that his cutter in his last outing, I think he just recognized that, one, it was a quality cutter that day, and he could throw it anywhere he wanted to, so he just stayed with it. That's just smart pitching.
2-2. Broke his bat. There's JP. Stretch by Evan to finish it off. You gutted it out because where was your stuff? I mean, in terms of having your best stuff. It wasn't one of your primo games, but you gutted it out. That was impressive, man.
Yeah, definitely was a battle. I'd say it probably wasn't my best command, but, I made pitches when I needed to, and that's pretty much what it boiled down to at the end.
At this level, I know for you, everybody talks about your slider for good reason. It's a terrific pitch for you, but I was impressed when you were facing Houston and you had to go to your changeup where it seemed like you just couldn't find it. But that showed me a lot of growth from you because you were able to get through it against a very good hitting club at their ballpark.
Yeah, it was just one of those games where I didn't have that slider. Usually, that's my bread and butter, and kind of helps me get through innings. But, using that changeup is big, and I know it's going to be huge. But especially that lineup, just keeping them off balance, keeping them out over the plate, and keeping them off my fastball.
Line drive right at Mullins.
I'd have to ask you, how confident, how good do you feel, and how awesome is it that when you go out there and you go as hard as you can for as long as you can, and you have to turn it over to that bullpen, you have to feel pretty good about that?
Oh, yeah. I know that they got our back out there. Numbers don't lie, and, they're out there and coming in and shutting down innings. And, they've saved some runs of my runs, so, big thanks to the bullpen out there,
I think Kendall Graveman has to lead the league in broken bats at this point.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 99 hard sinkers in. I mean, dude is nasty.
Who gave him the nickname Big Heavy? I know some big heavies back in Philly where I was growing up, some big dudes, but how did he get this name? Who put it on him?
Yeah, we had a group chat this offseason, and Gravy was lifting, working out, and he sent a video or a picture, and, he's putting up some big weight, so I can't remember who it was. It was either Dunn or Marco or somebody. They replied, Big Heavy, all caps, and it kind of just stuck from then on.
Was he throwing around weight like Murph?
Yeah. I mean, it was impressive.
Wow.
Yeah, he had the guns out, too. Cut off shirt and everything.
Was he doing deadlifts and squats and whatnot?
Deadlifts, squats, doing some bench press and all that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, tell me this. I know in our previous conversations, you're thinking like an old head. You want to go 6-7 innings every time. You had been thrilled to go 6 against a good Angel lineup the other day.
Yeah, that's my main focus, honestly, is pitch deep in the game. Take the pressure off the bullpen, of having to come in early on. I want to get deep in the game and keep the game as close as possible. And, at the end of the day, give my team a chance to win.
Hey, Justice, I wonder, what's it like on the days when you're not pitching? Because I know you're in tune with what you're doing, but you're not pitching. Your guys are going. And the feeling in that dugout, these guys continue to battle, fight, and come up big towards the end of ball games, including last night with Lewis hitting the big home run. That has to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's just being locked in from start to finish.
Haggerty takes off. First pitch. He is out. Out 2-6.
Scott's holding things up to make sure, but if he's caught, that's the first time in his career.
He didn't waste any time getting after it.
Here's the replay of it. Strong throw by Severino, who's doing the catch, and it was right on the bag. That was close. Might have been able to get his foot in there, but no, they're not going to challenge it. They say he's out, so that's the first time he's been caught at the major league level.
It's quite a distinction. Going 9 for 9. So quick 2 outs.
Last thing for me, Justice, talk about Dunn's performance last night. He was struggling at times, but, man, he really gutted it out, giving up just the one run.
Yeah, that's just not giving in. You know, I know he might have been a little bit upset with his command and the walks and things like that, but, you know, when you can go and pitch in the 6th inning and give up one run, you give your team a chance to win. You know, he was able to pull it out last night, and, you know, he's continuing to get better, and he's working hard in between his outings, as we all are. So, you know, it's been great to work beside him.
That's great, man. Here's JP, fly ball. Right field, DJ Stewart's under. Justice, thanks for joining us, man. Good to see you, and good luck your next outing. Washington Toyota dealers, where you'll find the exciting new Venza, Toyota's first ever exclusively all-wheel drive hybrid. For all Toyota offers, go to buyatoyota.com. Eastbound on the 520. Drive today. Let all the horses run. That's Dave for driving. Here we go, top of the 4th. Pedro Severino, Michael Franco, and Ryan Mountcastle, 4, 5, and 6 against Yusei Kikuchi. The 8 and 9 hole hitters have touched him for RBIs. Infield hit, DJ Stewart, or actually a little flare in the short left field. And base hit by Urias, the 9 hole hitter. Played 2 runs. Severino, a comebacker to Kikuchi, first time up. Mariners have had 1 base runner, Sam Haggerty, bottom of the 3rd, strikeout wild pitch. Still looking for their first hit. Ball 1. Orioles in a big rebuild. Their numbers are a lot better than a lot of people, record-wise. A lot better than folks were expecting at this point. 1-2 pitch. Orioles will leave here. Go home and play Boston for 4, then at the Mets for 2. And the Yankees will come to Camden Yards for the 2nd time. 2-2. Backhanded by Dillamore. Dillamore with the assist there. 1 away. Best way to catch all the action for the Mariners this season with a 2021 Flex membership. With membership starting at just $600. You have the ultimate control. For more info, visit mariners.com/21. Michael Franco, the 3rd baseman, a jam shot, got a base hit to left, leading off the 2nd inning. Kikuchi does have good run on that fastball. Another opportunity for Dillon.
Seeing a lot of weak contact on that cutter again. Keeping the infielders busy.
Quick 2 outs. Here's Mountcastle. Came around to score and Stewart hit. Beat out a double play attempt. That's how he got on base. Wild pitch to 2nd. Scored on the single. The 0-1.
97. Right on the corner after he threw a cutter over the plate.
at a good pace and using all his weapons. Yusei Kikuchi, 0-2 here to Mountcastle. Got him. 1-2-3 inning. Nice and crisp. A couple of ground outs and a punch. John Means has been very impressive this season, and today, Mike, he's got 4 Ks this afternoon.
Got a pretty good fastball, 93, 94 miles an hour, but again, the curveball and the changeup have been a real key for him.
The only base runner for the Mariners on the strikeout wild pitch.
Well, you can see why. You can look at his splits this year, and he's been tough on both lefties and righties. A good ground ball rate for him also. Walked to strikeouts. He's a terrific pitcher, and that's the reason why he's third in ERA. The start of today, 1.7.
Again, you're in the same sentence with Jim Palmer. Yikes, that is impressive. Popped up. Mountcastle. Severino, take a look. Top of the order for the Mariners, Mitch Haniger, Ty France, Kyle Seager. Mitch struck out his first time, as did Ty. The other strikeout victims, White and Haggerty.
The thing that he has done this afternoon is he's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. Getting after it. 11 batters, 10 first pitch strikes for him.
Big play, Mike.
Nope. Right below me. We'll take a look at Mitch and the 8 home runs he's hit this year.
Work to do behind 0-2. Shortstop, Urias. Sky like this. You know, we always talk about the Sunday when we're here Sundays and the sun is coming and just beating up on the left fielders. How about this guy?
It's not bad at all. Notice that last night, right before it was dark, the guys were having a tough time on the fly ball, trying to pick it up. I even lost it a couple of times. But this isn't too bad.
That's right. There was one last night. Sam had his arms out. He said, No, I don't.
Yeah. I lost that one myself.
Yeah. Sam Haggerty was in left field last night, as he is today. Almost the exact same spot. 2 outs. Hang with him, Ty. Hang with him. Here's a look at our Comcast business of baseball. Hardest hit home runs this season. Seager, right there. Look at that. 111. That was last night. That thing, you say 5-iron? Good 5-iron. That thing was blistered.
No, I would go with a 3-iron.
All right. Oh, that's fair. I stand corrected. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Especially the way you hit it.
Like you took out a row of seats back there. Screaming line drive. Tried to get one right there, too, on a fastball that was borderline in.
I think it was right below us. That thing had some searing sizzle on it. Oh, man. Only with the glove, and even then, it's a question mark, Mike. At this stage.
When you told me to make a play, I said no right away.
0-2. Means on top of this game.
He is.
Oh man, he was ready to get a cup of coffee.
Now catches a break, see if he can take advantage of it.
Franco, third baseman, was headed in, so was the right field. Everybody was moving.
So was the pitcher.
Yeah. One and 2 to Kyle with 2 out, nobody on. Two and 2 with 2 outs. Got him. 5th strikeout for Means, and he's rolling. as bright as the T-Mobile Park lights on May 13 and 14. Mariners Neon Cap Nights, first 5,000 fans each game. They're going to score this cap reminiscent of the 90s. The Mariners play host to Cleveland. Visit Mariners.com for seats. So Kikuchi got to continue posting zeros. He got touched for 2 runs on 3 hits in the second inning. And outside of that, zeros. It's the bottom of the order that did the damage. Here's Valleca. Swing and a miss. Valleca struck out, but the base hits by Stewart and Arias picked up the 2 runs. And 2.
You say he's really thrown the ball well this afternoon. He's topped out at 97. They were able to put some hits together on him in the second inning, but so far the only one that's hit the ball hard is Urias so far. A couple of cheap base hits, a lot of weak contact on the ground. Ground ball percentage on his cutter this year is right around 63%, and that number's going up.
Well, 2 strikes. We will have all the action for you from Texas and L.A. right here at T-Mobile Park. Mariners leave today.
Wow.
Boy. Different definition, huh? Strike zone. So Kikuchi was moving. Everybody moving. Both. It's happening on both teams.
Yes.
Murph takes a look. Ever have a rough time going in for a pop-up in the opposing team's dugout?
Yeah, that was one time when I was a little bit concerned. I actually stumbled down the stairs before they had the railings up there, and I stumbled down the stairs and had to take inventory. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
Everything was fine.
Generally, you don't get a lot of help from those guys either. I mean, at least if you're going towards your guys, you're going, hey, you got room, you got room.
Yeah.
Full count.
And now, basically, what you have to do is just keep guys from flipping over the rail.
Right.
Just lean in there about as far as they can, and sometimes go over the top of the rail, but that's about it.
Right. And having said that, I'm glad they're there.
Oh, me too.
We watched, who was it, Don Zimmer get smoked in the Yankee dugout one time by a foul ball. Hit hard, threw the 6-hole base hit. Check in with Angie Mentink. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, guys. You were just doing the neon hat, and I've been waiting for neon from the 90s to come back in style. Here's something that is also coming back around. The Kingdom hats. The hashtag to use is Where I Root, and Jared sends this one in. Those are some good-looking hats. I would agree with you on that one, Jared. Matthew is there for day baseball with my All-Star. Clearly an All-Star. That is obvious. And finally, we have this one from Cameron, Mariners game with my brother. And again, those good-looking Kingdom hats. Keep the photos coming and use that hashtag Where I Root. That's a cool thing about baseball and having the fans back in. Mothers, daughters, sons, fathers, they're all there together hanging out, enjoying baseball, guys.
Couldn't agree more, Angie. And, the way our ticket folks, Malcolm Rogel, they have done a spectacular job spreading out 9,000 people in this ballpark. And, when they come to full voice, it sounds like it might be 19,000, 20,000. And everybody's socially distanced. It's terrific. And the buzz, the energy, the juice that you get having a crowd here, can't beat it.
Players are certainly happy about it. Everyone that we've talked to has mentioned the fans. Scott Service talks about it all the time.
And I like that. I think Scott or somebody was talking about it. Says, hey, even when the fans are getting on you, it's just nice to hear, cardboard, you just can't interact with the cardboard. I don't get any responses from those folks. 0-2 the count to DJ Stewart. Second inning RBI. Seager by himself on the left side of the infield. Two runs and 4 hits for the O's. Good block by Murph. One and two here, looking for double play. And a strikeout, that works as well. Third K for Kikuchi, his first looking, 1 down.
He picks up the strikeout and just a quality fastball right at the bottom of the zone. Cutter at 93.
Kikuchi coming off a marvelous performance against Houston. That's his number 1 as a Mariner. I still say that the game in Toronto was probably a close second.
I would agree with that.
Went the distance up there. Remember, it was a Saturday afternoon. He had everything working. Here's Urias. RBI single to left. Straight up in the infield now for Urias. Murphy called time. Here's 0-1. Kikuchi's second start against the Orioles. June 23 of 2019. 6 innings, 3 earned runs, 13-3 Mariner win. 1-1. So 1 and 2 strikes. And Cedric Mullins, the leadoff man, he's on deck. Down the line, that will get foul. Orioles come in here feeling good about themselves, having been in Oakland and winning 2 out of 3. They split a 4-game series against the Yankees back in Baltimore before embarking on the road. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 4 strikeouts for Kikuchi. Struck out 3 of the last 4 men that he's faced.
For you say he has everything working for him today. We've talked a lot about the cutter, but this is a pretty good changeup. Right off the outside corner. His fastball's been at 97 miles an hour. There's no slider from him.
What a boost to the ball club if he could stay on form like this. It's nice talking to Justice Sheffield. He's got an old soul mindset. Hey, 6-7 innings, pal. That's what I'm trying to do.
Well, I like the fact that we've seen him without his best pitch, the slider, and he's been able to hang in there, grind away at it, going to his changeup and his 2-seamer.
Growth, maturity.
That's part of it. You know, this year these guys, the ones that are going to stay healthy all year, are probably going to have around 27 starts, and you're not always going to have your best stuff. To find a way, at least keep the team in the ball game, and he's showing that.
That's what impressed me. I texted him the other day about that. I said, because you hear it year after year after year, pitching coaches and managers. Dude, you're going to go out there 30, 35 times. There's no way in the world you're going to have your best stuff. I mean, like yesterday, Kershaw got ripped. Like 4 runs in less than 4 innings. I mean, and he's a future Hall of Famer. So you got to be able to figure things out, battle like crazy everything's not keyed in. Seager in on the grass. Mullins tried to bunt us last time. That was leading off the third, and Murphy jumped on it, threw him out. And Murphy retired him to open up the ball game on a pop foul behind home plate. It's nice to hear young guys talk about that, Mike. You know, when they didn't have my good stuff, and I just went out there and just hung in.
Well, I mean, you even heard him talking about Dunn's performance yesterday.
Yep.
He was struggling with his command, but he just kept grinding away at it, kept him in the ball game.
Down goes Mullins as Kikuchi strikes out the side. Mariners down 2-0.
Well, we knew this was going to be a great pitching matchup. How about a fastball, get a strikeout looking at 94 miles an hour. Comes back with the curveball. That has been his best pitch this year to pick up a strikeout swinging. And then to the left-hander, Kyle Seager, a rare slider from him, but perfect location on the outside corner at the knees. He is locked in. A big reason why. First pitch strikes on the year, 69%, well above major league average. Out of zone swings, just above average everywhere. That trend has continued today. 13 batters, 12 first pitch strikes, a real key for him.
Kyle Lewis leads off here in the home fifth. The first pitch strike.
Changeup.
Mariners looking for their first hit. They've had one base runner. Sam Haggerty, a strikeout. It was a wild pitch. He reached first. Tried to steal second and was thrown out.
Kyle Lewis, one of the fewest solid contact, was a line drive right at the third baseman his first time out.
Lewis to be followed by Tom Murphy and Evan White. Middle of the order for the Mariners. Put a little extra oomph in that one. 1-2. One, two from Means. Man, just got a piece.
Yeah, another quality changeup running down and away from Kyle.
One or two strikes. Popped it up. Mountcastle. Nice, stayed with it. One away here in the fifth. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Well, here's Tom Murphy, the catcher, worked the count to 3-2 and popped out to short his first time up. Another ad, first pitch strike. With every MLB team now having at least a dozen losses, no team will be better than 18-12, 30-game mark. First time in big league history, no team had a winning percentage beyond 600 through 30 games. And caught cleanly, says third base umpire Lance Barrett. 2 down. Soft liner, caught by Urias.
Urias wasn't sure if he was going to catch it in the air or not. Looked like it hit the ground. Looked at the umpire calling it out, but he was going to make sure and throws it across the diamond, finishes the play. Anyway, that definitely bounced, though.
Swing and a miss by Evan.
And he's really starting to mix it up on him, especially early in counts, a couple of change-ups. Seeing the curveball to go along with the good fastball. It's pitching inside to the right-handers, which really helps the changeup.
Evan behind 0-2. Quite offensive day here for the Mariners thus far. No hit through 4 2/3. Ooh. Wow, how'd that not hitting? Man, good job, Evan, getting out of the way of that.
Well, especially since you're probably looking out over the plate for the changeup again, but
right under his left elbow.
Yeah, he was able to get away from it.
0-2. So John Means has no-hit the Mariners through 5. It's 2-0 Baltimore. Got 5, walked 1, the walk didn't hurt him. Bottom of the order got him, Stewart and Urias for RBI singles in the second inning.
Yeah, not a lot of hard contact. In fact, all the base hits, only one of them was hit hard and really pitched well. 5 strikeouts for him overall. There's the slider down out of the strike zone. A couple of cutters and another slider. The fastball is topped out at 97 miles an hour. There's 5 innings, couple of earned runs, just 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. First pitch strikes, outstanding, 79%.
Good for him. And John Means really throwing a heck of a ball game. Dave Valley Jones is right now. Big Val, how are you?
Doing good, guys.
Some matchup here. Means is on top of his game, to say the least, and Kikuchi's been very good, too.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing 2 really good pitchers right now, guys who have a great feel for what they want to do out there. And today is just a great example for all young pitchers who are watching how important it is to be able to throw strike one and get the hitters kind of on that defensive. Means has been outstanding, using both his fastball and his secondary pitches for strike one, and Kikuchi is right there behind him. 15 out of 19 first pitch strikes. That's the way you want to go after hitters.
You say mixing it up a little bit more as going into this inning, his cutter usage was at 36%, so more normal for him. We talked about how heavy he was with it in his last outing and really pitched well. But I like the way he's mixing it up today. He has a quality fastball also at 97, Val.
Yeah, I think with each team you're going to have a different game plan. Clearly the Astros are a team that like the ball out over the plate, and I think the cutter kind of kept them honest in that last start, which Kikuchi was so good. And then you've got a different team here with the Baltimore Orioles. They're not as good a hitting club as the Astros, so it's going to have a different game plan.
How doesn't everybody know about John Means?
Blood, that's a great point, because I'm watching him. I'm going, this guy is tough. But there's a reason why he has been so good. And as we've already talked, this is a guy that just comes right after hitters. He attacks the strike zone. He's got a plus stuff. So he's got plus stuff, plus he goes after hitters and throws strikes. So that's a dangerous combination.
Talk to me about Kendall Graveman and what we're seeing out of him. Last night he topped out at 100 miles an hour. I don't know that I've seen anybody, Val, that throws with that kind of velocity and more so the movement on his fastball. He's breaking bats all over the place.
Yeah, no, he would definitely not be a very comfortable at-bat for any right-handed hitter with the type of movement that he has. But it's just great to see him completely healthy and with the confidence that he's out there on the mound. I always look at kind of the body language, and he clearly is feeling good about who he is right now. He's feeling good about his stuff, and it's showing with the performances that he's been giving.
Really good stuff there, Val. Thanks so much. Catch you on the post-game. Mariners post-game presented by Alaska Airlines. Trey Mancini walking the ground out to short. Kikuchi's got him 1 and 2 here. 1 out, 6th inning. Well, 2 strikes. Kyle Lewis got a good jump. Here he comes. 2 outs. Hey, if you're passionate about baseball, working with and serving others, and desire a flexible work schedule, here's a truly unique opportunity for you to join the Seattle Mariners. Currently, the Mariners are hiring a variety of roles in security, retail, parking, and guest experience. For a full list of job opportunities, visit mariners.com/jobs and apply today. 2 outs in the 6th. Pedro Severino, the catcher. A couple of ground outs today. Dylan Moore joins the left side of the infield. 5 strikeouts for Kikuchi, 1 walk. 2 runs on 4 hits. 2 runs, 3 hits in the first inning, and another hit in the 5th. The Mariners have had 1 base runner, and John Means has no hit the Mariners through 5. 1 base runner on a strikeout wild pitch. Haggerty was eliminated trying to steal. Seager's played the Hawks beautifully today. A nice 1, 2, 3 innings. See if they can get him some run. One thing we like in the world of TV is many toys we can get to show you every angle possible.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah. And Mike, if you order now, you can get the home version. How about John Means? Faced the minimum. He's no hit. The Mariners, the only base runner on a strikeout wild pitch, and then Haggerty tried to steal in the first pitch to J.P. Crawford, was thrown out.
Well, I would agree with Val. He's doing everything that you're supposed to. Has plus stuff. Fastball at 94 miles an hour. We've talked about his curveball. Nobody's had a hit on his curveball all year. Change-up, opponent's hitting just 125. That's rolling for him. And another first pitch strike.
That number's getting out of hand, isn't it?
17 batters, 16 first pitch strikes.
Like I said, it's getting out of hand. Wow.
That's not perfect.
Man, oh man, that's impressive. Sun trying to break through here. Dylan Moore flied out to center. He's behind 0-2. Means he struck out 6. Kikuchi's been real good, but this guy's been better. Kikuchi threw 6. 2 runs on 4 hits, 5 strikeouts. Good to see Dylan step out for a moment. Means he's been pretty much playing catch with Severino. Yeah, because we did not see the American League East last year, it seems like ages ago that we saw this guy. Didn't have a huge year last year, but you can see he is a big-time talent.
Yeah, he's rolling now.
Bates was 2-4 last year, 4.53 ERA. Got 10 starts last season. 1-2 here to Dylan. Swing and a miss. 7th strikeout.
After climbing the ladder with a couple of fastballs, comes right back with the changeup. Too close to take, probably just off the outside corner. 85 miles an hour. Good look at the circle change.
If you're Severino behind a plate, hey man, whatever I put down, he is just dealing.
Yeah, wherever he puts his glove, he's hitting him with whatever he wants to throw.
Exactly. Check swing, Severino all over it. 2 down. Boy, it's been that kind of day. Time now for This Date in MLB History, brought to you by Geico. Denton True Cy Young. Cy because it's like a cyclone. It was his first perfect game in American League history. Again, happy 90th birthday tomorrow. W.H. Mays, Willie Mays. Two outs, J.P. Crawford. One-oh pitch. Let's see, is that going to be it? Mullins? No, he makes the catch, preserves the no-hitter through 6 for John Means. Mariners Mariners baseball is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Go classic, spicy, or both with the new 50-50 popcorn chicken with ranch only at Jack in the Box. And by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest. Be sure to join the all-new EQC Players Club. More info at emeraldqueen.com. Beautiful city. Space Needle. Climate Pledge Arena. Home of the Kraken. Myrtle Edwards Park. You got the Sculpture Park down there. Yusei Kikuchi. Again, whale of a ball game by him, but John Means has a no-hitter through 6. Michael Franco, Ryan Mountcastle, Pat Voleka, 5, 6, and 7 here in the 7th inning.
Yusei's throwing the ball terrific today and a little bit unlucky back in the 2nd inning when he gave up the 2 runs.
Great pitch there, 0-2.
I mean, he's using all of his pitches. Mentioned his cutter, the fastball at 97. Already seen a slider and a changeup here.
Yusei pitching into the 7th inning, back-to-back games, and the 3rd time this season.
Wow.
That is outstanding. 6 strikeouts for Kikuchi. One away here in the 7th.
And here you go, set up on the outside corner. Just off the corner at 87 miles an hour. He's really mixed it up today.
Keep this in mind, folks. John Means has never gone more than 7 innings. There's Mountcastle. Reached on a fielder's choice, scored in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th.
Unfortunately, that was right below me.
Keep the wheels greased on those chairs, or
That's
if you're
right.
standing up, be able to be flexible, left, right, in, out, duck and cover, whatever it takes.
Lateral movement, not a problem.
and the all-important, why take the hit when your computer can get blowed up? 1-1. Kikuchi in charge, 1-2. Two runs on 3 hits in the 1st inning. Since then, 1 hit given up by Kikuchi in the last 4 1/3. Pat Voleka's on deck. Good looking pitch. Strike 3 called. 7th strikeout for Kikuchi. Back to back here in the 7th.
For both starters, throwing a ton of strikes and start to get to these borderline strikes, getting the call. It's just off the outside corner, but was called a strike.
Boy, you love the confidence. You love the assuredness that Kikuchi's showing out there. Bodes well as we move through this season. Here's Voleka, strikeout and a single. He got the last hit by the O's. That was back in the 5th. There's a rocket down the line. It's gone. First home run of the season for Pat Voleka.
The bottom of the lineup has been a problem this afternoon.
7, 8, 9 hole hitters have driven in all 3 runs.
The first pitch cutter. Looks like it's off the plate. It is just off the plate. Exit velo of 109, line drive. To keep it fair.
DJ Stewart. Second inning RBI single, called third strike in the fifth. Hit hard off the heel. Dillon recovers. Tag by Evan White. Time to get some hits. Today's seventh inning stretch is brought to you by Washington's Lottery. Get up and stretch your imagination. Imagine with friends, family, even neighbors. Imagination is better together. Somebody get a sounder out. We got breaking news here in Seattle. John Means has a no-hitter going into the seventh inning.
One base runner has reached, and it was on a strikeout wild pitch. That's it. They're not giving up a hit.
4-pitcher combined was the last time the O's had one. That was against the A's. Goodness gracious, 30 years ago. And just talked to the official score, says Jen, it's not a perfect game because Haggerty reached base and dropped third strike. But it is a no-hitter. Swing and a miss by Haniger, who struck out, popped to short. Thank you, Jen.
I guess it would be no different than if somebody made an error, right?
Yep. But there is a certain symmetry to your scorecard today. Since Haggerty was thrown out trying to steal. I say it again, Mike, everything's working.
It really is. 20 batters, 18 first pitch strikes, 70 pitches, or 69 pitches, 51 strikes.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing, not having seen this guy last year, right? And, we only see Baltimore twice a year anyway. So it's not, you read about the guy, and now we see him live and in person, and he is pretty much what everybody's been talking about. 1-2 pitch. 2-2.
Came into the game with a 1.7 ERA, and right now it's at a 1.47. He was third.
2-2 to Haniger. He's changing speeds up and down, in and out, Mike. He's doing the whole thing.
And he has that circle change, which was that last pitch, and it looks like he's even turning it over from time to time a little bit more. It certainly had some run to it. Haniger barely getting a piece of it.
2-2 to Mitch. Strike 3 called. 8 strikeouts for Means.
After the changeup's away, comes back with the fastball inside, and he's done that quite a bit today. I think that might have even been in off the plate, but he gets the call. Yeah, definitely off the plate. 94 miles an hour.
So Means with 8 strikeouts, his season best is 9, career best 12. There's Ty France 0 for 2. Paid attendance, 6,742. The 0-1. 0-2 to Ty.
Aaron Fletcher getting loose in the Mariner pen.
It's working quickly. 0-2. Left-hander, Aaron Fletcher. Boy, see how far in front he was there? 1-2.
Well, he's making you have to cover everything. We've seen 94 on the inside corner, changeup, curveball away.
2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Check swing, Felton. John Means out of Olathe, Kansas, and West Virginia University. 1-2 to tie France. Nice job to check the swing. 2-2. Means an 11th round pick in 2014 by the O's. Here's the 2-2. He was a lollipop that one up there at 79. He took a change in the looks.
Now at 80 pitches. His high this year is 101.
2-2 to France. Wow.
Yeah, that's it. We've seen this a number of times this afternoon on both sides for Yusei, also on pitches that they were able to dot the corners and just not get the call.
9th pitch right here. Swing and a miss. 9 strikeouts for John Means. Matches his season best. Struck out 9 A's on the 30th of April.
And 3-2, he goes back to the changeup, down and away at 85 miles an hour.
This is his last start. 9 strikeouts, and here he is matching that number again.
And Kyle has had to deal with the fastball inside and then the slider going away.
Breaking ball to Seager, strike 1. Right above me, thank goodness. 0-2. Seager's had a couple foul balls straight backies.
Yeah, the breaking ball from the first pitch and then 94 at the top of the zone. Also crowded him with it. It's inside, on the inside corner.
Infield pulled around to the right for Siegs. 2 out, nobody on, 0-2 pitch. Ground ball. First baseman Mountcastle takes it. John Means, what a performance today through 7, no hitting the Mariners.
Yeah, and you can see he's really dotting the fastball on him, but he's had an excellent changeup and curveball. There's the curveball down out of the strike zone. Here's a slider. To Kyle, the left-hander, you're going to see the slider a little bit more, but the changeup is really in play. You can see him turn it over. It's a circle change. Fastball command has been excellent. There are the numbers. 7 innings, has not allowed a hit. Hasn't walked anybody, 9 strikeouts. He has been a first pitch strike throwing machine this afternoon.
Mickey Plumbing called to the pen. Season debut. Aaron Fletcher pitched in 6 games last year, an 0-0 record, a 12.46 ERA.
A bit of a side armor. Fastball will be in the low 90s with a sweeping slider.
John Means. Not a surprise, nobody talking to him. No hitter through 7. Here's Urias. Shortstop, 2nd inning RBI, since then a strikeout. The Urias, Mullins, and Hayes, 9-1-2 against Aaron Fletcher's at Geneseo, Illinois, 6'2", 220. Back up the middle, Dylan Moore. Nice play, gets stretched by Whitey at the back end. And there's 1 down. And now quick word from Jack in the Box.
Get my 50-50 popcorn chicken with both classic and spicy, only at Jack in the Box.
Aaron Fletcher, 4 seasons, University of Houston. Conference Pitcher of the Year 3 years ago. Here's Mullins, 0 for 3. Fouled out to Murphy, the catcher. Tried to lay a bunt down to start off the 3rd. Murph threw him out. Kikuchi struck him out in the 5th. Mariners got Fletcher in a trade with Washington. Trade deadline, July 31 of 19. Taylor Gilbo, Elvis Alvarado in exchange for Rowanus Elias and Hunter Strickland. 2-0. This wraps up the season series with the Orioles. Here we are, just May 5th. Two and two.
Like a pretty good two-seamer. And on his hands.
Infield pulled around to the right for Mullins. Borderline calls, not getting much of a break.
No.
Payoff pitch. And another base hit for Cedric Mullins. What a year he's having. Leadoff man, and a lot of people paying attention to that young man. Gives him 39 hits, ties him with Xander Bogaerts, Boston, for the league lead.
Only trying to keep it on the infield, but out of his reach. Good effort.
Mullins starting the day, 10th leading hitter in the American League. There's Austin Hayes, grounded out 3 times. There's a strike. As you mentioned, John Means started the day 3rd in ERA at 1.70. And as we speak, he's at 1.43, which ties him with Garrett Cole of the Yankees. Danny Duffy at 0.60 for KC, tops the list.
He's been unreal this year.
That is sick.
LJ Newsome getting loose in the Mariner pen.
1 out, 1 on. Oh, 2 to Hayes, throw to first. Mullins 3 out of 5 in base stealing. O's with 9. There's LJ. The O's with 9 stolen bases on the season. 14th in the league. Oh, 2. Mariners in the bottom of the 8th. Lewis, Murphy, and White, the middle of the order. Foul. It's Tony Manzolino, third base coach. Well, you say Kikuchi, you know he's on the short end. This 3-0 score, he can feel good about his performance. Here's a base hit. An off-speed pitch for Fletcher. And here come the O's making some noise. 1 out, 2 on.
Base hit on a slow breaking ball, 77 miles an hour. Oh, it's a changeup this time on the outside corner.
Here's Mancini, walk, a ground out, and a fly out. Mancini's got big pop. Got to be careful here. Strike one. Mancini and Mullins lead the ball club with 5 home runs. Outfield straight away and deep for Trey. Deep to left. And here's the 6th home run. 3-run shot, 6-0 O's in the 8th. 6th home run, takes his RBI count to 25.
And 80 miles an hour. They missed the breaking ball. 80 miles an hour in the middle of the plate. 388 feet.
He's further pumped with the lead ballooning to 6. Just tuning in, John Means is a no-hitter through 7. Services are calling this a perfect game, but we've got word from all authorities that it is not a perfect game. No hitters intact. It's not a perfect game because Haggerty reached on a strikeout wild pitch. It's not a perfect game. It is a no-hitter. It's the second home run hit today by Baltimore at Valleca. Solo shot, 7th inning. Two to Severino. So Fletcher, in his season debut, knocked around here 3 consecutive hits.
L.J. Newsom still throwing in the pen. Next pitch will be 20.
2-2. Fletcher throwing a lot of pitches. I like how Franco's on deck. Off the end of the bat, Evan White going back. Just 2 down. The MLB Ballpark app. It will complete your next visit to T-Mobile Park. Buy and manage game tickets, redeem offers, access exclusive content, and much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app and select the Mariners as your favorite team today. Here's Franco, the third baseman, 1 for 3. Soft base hit to left. That was back in the 2nd inning. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Aaron Fletcher on in relief of Yusei Kikuchi. Aaron turned 25 back in February. 1-1. Two balls and a strike. The other thing, too, to consider, Mike, is Means has had a long rest here in the top of the 8th.
Yeah, he has. He's Been the only thing to slow him down this afternoon.
Yeah, you bet. 2-2. Yeah, he's worked at a good pace.
You know,
Kyle Seager stepped out on him a couple times, so has Dylan Moore.
Yeah, J.P. Crawford had the slow stroll up to the plate, too, just trying to buy more time. They've tried a few different things, just not working.
2-2. But you're trying to put an end to the top of the 8th inning. 2-2. Pounds it right to JP. Nice hop. Good team play.
Good fastball today at 94 miles an hour. Curveball, changeup combination, a couple of sliders. Basically to Kyle Seager. Picking up the strikeouts. A little bit of everything this afternoon.
Means we'll get the middle of the order. He's faced the minimum because there was a strikeout wild pitch of Sam Haggerty, the only base runner back in the 3rd, and he was erased, caught stealing. First pitch strike to Lewis, who's lined out to 3rd, fouled out to the first baseman. What a wonder, Kyle. Lewis, Murphy, and White here in the 8th. Kyle with a big 3-run homer, 8th inning last night, after Seager gave the Mariners the lead with a sacrifice fly. Fly ball deep to left. And it's caught 1 step shy of the wall by the left fielder Austin Hayes. 1 down. One away here in the 8th.
I think just from the sound of it, looks like maybe towards the end of the bat, looks like a changeup, turned it over a little bit. Yeah, just missing the barrel. Making the left fielder right up against the fence. Means thought maybe that it was going to go.
Murphy pops it up, taking a look. Mountcastle, no. Mariners hungering for a hit and some runs. Last time they had a hit, it was the 4 runs on 2 hits in the 8th inning last night. The 0-1. John Means has been sensational right out of the gate. First inning, strikeout. Haniger and France swinging. An easy ground ball to Seager. And he was on his way. 1-1. 2-1.
Well, so far, 24 batters, 22 first pitch strikes.
Setting the bar high, Mike.
Yeah.
Be a while before we see that again.
Yeah, you're right.
2-1 to Murph. 2-2. Second baseman, Oleka, relocating to the right side of second. 2-2 pitch to Murph. All 3. I have that as only the second 3-ball count today. From Means.
Last time it was 3-2. It was changeup. See where he goes this time.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down. 10 strikeouts for John Means. Season best. His career best in K's is 12.
A couple of 3-2 counts and both times picking up a strikeout on the changeup. 85 miles an hour. Perfect location on it. Big delivery, Supermo. Circle change, turn it over.
Here's Evan White, struck out looking and swinging. Two out, nobody on. 7 2/3. No-hit ball by John Means. He's got Evan White 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 to Evan White. Got a piece of it.
Trying to climb the ladder on him. Fastball right at the top of the zone.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Going foul. Young man has been impressive. 0-2 to Evan White. Six runs on 8 hits for the O's. 1-2 pitch to White. Swing and a miss. Got him 11 strikeouts. John Means, no-hitter through 8. Please learn more at barteldrugs.com. By your local Ford dealer, home of the F-150, America's best-selling truck for 44 years. And by Alaska Airlines. Book now. Mask up. Let's go. Corner of Edgar and Dave. Site of an 8-inning no-hitter right now. John Means dealing. 11 strikeouts. Didn't expect to see anybody talking to Means. He's breathing a lot easier. He thought it was gone on that ball that Hayes caught. Here's your no-hitters right here at T-Mobile Park. Philip Humber. 6 Mariner pitchers against the Dodgers. Felix and Iwakuma, he got it done against these Orioles.
L.J. Newsome will take over for the Mariners. Fastball at 93 miles an hour. Curveball changeup.
Jim Palmer, the last solo no-hitter in Orioles history, 1969 against the A's. So Ryan Mountcastle, he's the 6-hole hitter, followed by Pat Valaika and DJ Stewart. The Mariners will have the bottom third of the order in the 9th inning against John Means. Mountcastle today reached on a fielder's choice, scored, and struck out twice. Carlos Rodon of the White Sox, Joe Musgrove of the Padres with no hitters so far this season. Counts run full. Straight up in the infield for Mountcastle. 3-2 pitch. Popped up. Haniger. Glasses on. There's one away in the 9th. The Mariners Mariners host the Tigers May 17th through the 19th. First 3,000 fans at each game, 21 and over. They're going to get a Mariners tote bag courtesy of EQC. So stop by Mariners.com now to reserve your seats. John Means out of Olathe, Kansas, and West Virginia University. 8 innings of no-hit ball here in Seattle. The only base runner, Sam Haggerty, on a strikeout wild pitch in the 3rd inning. Sam tried to steal second. J.P. Crawford at the dish on first pitch. It was thrown out by Pedro Severino. Tough outing last time for him as the starter. They got knocked around by the Angels. 2 innings, 7 hits, 8 runs all earned.
Yeah, better command this afternoon against the Angels. He was in the middle of the plate. He's a strike thrower, but the quality of strikes weren't there for him.
And that team can hit.
And they're aggressive early.
They entered the last game of that series hitting .265 as a team best in baseball. 1-2, 1 out. Top 9, 6-0 Baltimore. Strike 3 called. 2 down. Don't forget to stick around after the game from Mariners postgame presented by Alaska Airlines. We've seen quite a pitching performance by John Means. Here's DJ Stewart. 2nd inning RBI single, strikeout looking in the 5th, and a ground out to Dylan Moore in the 7th.
Right-hander just starting to get loose in Baltimore's bullpen. Just in case Means is high this year, pitch count-wise, is 101, and he's at 101 right now.
Dylan Tate. Good pitch.
A changeup down out of the strike zone.
It looks pretty relaxed, John Means. Infield pulled around to the right for Stewart. 1-2 pitch, 2 out. That'll play. Gene Newsom trying to get the Mariners back in the dugout and see what they can do against Means in the 9th inning. Here comes the 1-2 from LJ. Long look in. Two. Stewart just staying alive here.
Yeah, he pitches so far in the at-bat. That last pitch, another changeup, barely getting a piece of it.
Coming up in the bottom of the 9th, Moore, Haggerty, and Crawford. 2-2. Yanked down the line, going foul. John Means came in with a 1.70 ERA. lowest for an Orioles starter since Hall of Famer Jim Palmer did it back in 1977. He's got a chance for a piece of history. He's shooting for the 11th no-hitter in the history of the Baltimore.
Has not allowed a hit. 11 strikeouts, no walks, 101. That ties the season high. First pitch strikes, 23 of 24, 96%. He has been on point this afternoon.
There's Dylan Moore hacking first pitch, fouls it off. Rio Ruiz at third. One to Dylan, straight up in the infield and outfield. Swing and a miss.
It's been pretty much the changeup fastball combination. Starting with a changeup, back with the heater.
Means with the 0-2, Dylan Moore leading off in the ninth. One and two to Dylan. Hard to believe John Means is a 5'4" freshman in high school. Look at him now, 6'2", 235. West Virginia University. Marking quickly, 1 and 2 here to Dylan Moore.
Wow. Just off the outside corner. If you see Tracer just missing, still has a good fastball at 95 miles an hour.
Struck out 11. That's a season best. Career best is 12. The 2-2. Popped it up. The ball finds Ruiz just as he comes into the game. One down.
And another pitch at the top of the zone. Felt high.
By Sam. One and one. Means continues to work very quickly. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Well placed, 93.
That's what he's been doing, elevating the fastball on the inside corner to the righties. Next pitch will be a career high for him.
The 1-2 to Haggerty. J.P. Crawford's on deck. Here's a 2-2. He got him. Ties his career best. He's got a dozen strikeouts and 1 out away from history.
And again, it's the circle change, 86 miles an hour. Turns it over a little bit, runs it off the outside corner. Quick delivery, Supermo. Haggerty out in front.
Career best, 12 strikeouts for John Means. J.P. Crawford trying to break it up. There's a line drive, and that's it. John Means on Wednesday, May 5th, 2021, has thrown a no-hitter against the Seattle Mariners and wins it 6-0.
Terrific performance all the way around. Fastball topping out at 95 miles an hour. We talked about the 2 off-speed pitches, the changeup and the curveball. They were certainly in play. 27 batters, 26 first pitch strikes, working ahead all afternoon.
A fabulous, fabulous performance by John Means. One base runner, Sam Haggerty, a strikeout wild pitch in the third, quickly erased, thrown out by catcher Pedro Severino. 12 strikeouts, ties his career best. It's the first Orioles solo no-hitter since the great Jim Palmer did it to Oakland back in 1969. It's the third no-no this season. Carlos Rodon, the White Sox. Musgrove of the Padres. And now, John Means. What a game.
You see the big smile on his face and how excited all of his teammates are. What a performance. He, again, was just terrific this afternoon. I don't think you can do it much better.
Yeah. And Mike, he had, and you noted in the first 4 or 5 batters, like, he's got every pitch working.
Everything was working for him today at a plus level and the location also. I just can't think of too many mistakes that he made and was able to get away with it. Mariners maybe hit the ball hard 2 or 3 times this afternoon. Again, the location of his fastball and the way he was able to elevate it at times, turning that changeup over, and the good curveball.
Piece of history here at T-Mobile Park as the O's close out this series with a no-hitter by John Means. For Mike Flowers, I'm Dave Sims. 6-0 final. Mariners postgame presented by Alaska Airlines starts right now with Brad and Dave Elliott.
Well, guys, thank you very much. You know, you never like to see one, of course, against a hometown team. You can appreciate it being a baseball fan. Means was obviously fantastic today. Again, the no-hitter, the third in Major League Baseball this year. You know, we were talking last start from Yusei Kikuchi, who pitched today and pitched very well in defeat. He had no-hit stuff his last turn in Houston. He went 7, gave up just the 1 hit, and was out-pitched today by this man, fellow lefty John Means.
Yes, it's hard to really comprehend exactly what we just saw here today. Just an incredible performance of command and power. It's not like this guy's throwing 98, 99 miles an hour. We saw in that last inning 93, 94, probably topped out around 95 miles an hour, but worked ahead throughout the entire game. 26 out of 27 hitters, he established first pitch fastball. Absolutely amazing. I don't know if I have ever seen that. On 113 pitches, struck out 12 guys. Just an efficient afternoon by John Means.
And what we were noticing while watching him, he just got the ball and he went. Now, he was in attack mode. He wasted no time between pitches.
Yeah, I didn't have a stopwatch, but I was counting about 7 to 8 seconds in between pitches. You know, you think about Major League Baseball is wanting to institute a 20-second rule. This guy was getting the ball back, looking in, getting his sign, and pitching. 7 to 8 seconds in that last inning. It was like the hitters were almost having to rush to get ready for that next pitch.
Right. He had fastball. He had changeup. He had really everything working. And you're a guy familiar with no-hitters. You know what's going through his mind. You know what's going through the catcher's mind because you caught Basio's no-no. And do nerves develop for you as a catcher, those 8th, 9th innings of a no-no?
You know, it's a special feeling when it's happening. You know, you know what's happening. I didn't talk at all to Baz, but there was this like almost telepathic communication that we had between each other. I don't think he shook me off the entire day. He had an incredible pitch. He called it the dead fish. It was like a little BP fastball that he just wanted guys to put the ball in play. But you're not really aware of everything going on. It was just like me and him. It felt like me and him were the only guys in that ballpark. Now, on the other hand, I also had 4 other games where we had a no-hitter going into the 9th inning, and we lost them. 2 with Randy Johnson, 1 with Mark Langston in Toronto, and, of course, the perfect game, the near-perfect game with Brian Holman on the mound. So you know the feeling. And having gone through games where you lost a no-hitter, you're kind of going, okay, I'm not going to count on this until that last ball is in someone's glove on my team. But what a special performance that we saw here today.
Yeah, you see Urias grabbed that line drive by Crawford, and that was it. Game on. The Mariners have been no-hit 6 times in their history. 5 times there have been no-hitters now at T-Mobile Park. Let's take a look at Means, the line. And what he did today was just carving up the Mariners. Our Liberty Mutual Insurance field coverage Again, 27 up, 27 down, the 12 punchies, 113 pitches, which is interesting because he had never gone past 7 innings in any of his starts in his big league career, never thrown more than 110 pitches, but gets it done today. And we should point out, it's a no-hitter, Val, not a perfect game. 27 up, 27 down, but when Haggerty reached base, strikeout, wild pitch in the third, that counts as a base runner. So just, and I say that, just a no-hitter.
Yeah, and you mentioned that he's never thrown more than 110 pitches. This is a young guy, big and strong. You know at some point in time he was going to continue to go deeper into baseball games, especially when you have stuff like he did here today. Again, incredible command with every single one of his pitches, his fastball, his curveball, his changeup. And he was throwing all of those as well for first pitch strikes. So it wasn't like he was just relying on a fastball to get ahead. He was challenging hitters. Even in this last inning, he came right after the Mariner hitters. That last line drive from J.P. Crawford right there, unfortunately found the glove of the shortstop to end the ballgame.
O's get to celebrate. Yes, they won the series as well, but they're really focused on today in the no-hitter. Again, all times this was number 6 against the Mariners. Again, the last couple were in 2019 combined. Astros and Angels, their pitchers combined. You got to go back to Umber, Gooden, and again, the Angels, another combo against the Mariners. It's the 10th no-hitter in Orioles history, their first since 91. And John Means just certainly got it done. You know, the first start against the Mariners back in April, gave up 3 quick runs in the first 2 innings, and then he settled down in that one. And you knew going in, Val, with Yusei and Means, day game, both pitchers on the top of their game lately, that runs were going to be at a premium. I didn't
You called
think
it last
no-hitter.
night. You didn't think
Low
that there was
scoring.
going to be a lot of runs scored this afternoon, and you were clearly right until the Orioles put some more runs up on the board. But it was a really good pitching matchup coming into the game. I thought Yusei threw the ball very well as well also.
Yeah, we'll have more on Yusei, your key to the game. We'll have some highlights of this one, more reaction from John Means throwing his first no-hitter. The third no-hitter in the big leagues this year, and the final out. Everybody, certainly in Baltimore, Means feeling this one. Crawford up at the dish, and the line out to shortstop, and they get to celebrate. They breathe a little sigh of relief. You thought maybe he's going to go over the head? No, right at the shortstop, and that was it. J.P. Crawford, the 27th out. Means celebrates his first no-hitter. Orioles get the no-hitter.